Hi, this is Alex with Windows Report, and here's 6. That's right, not 5, but 6 common mistakes to avoid when using Microsoft Teams. Let's kick things off with the most basic one, forgetting that the camera is on. It happens to politicians, it happens to movie stars, so why would it not happen to you? Luckily, there's a very simple way to keep yourself out of trouble and make sure your booger antics don't end up on primetime. During a call, all you have to do is move your mouse cursor to activate the call option window. Here, you will see a button that looks like a camera. Click on it to disable your video feed. You can click it again once you are done scratching your beard. Moving on to mistake number dos. Starting a conversation instead of choosing to reply. It happens to the best of us, but it's not the end of the world. So let's just go through it together and see how it works. So, let's say we're in our bowling team with Walter. We have created a channel for the finals where we'll discuss tactics, and I want to reply to Walter's comment about playing by the rules. Instinctively, I will gravitate towards the chat window at the bottom of the screen, but that will create a new conversation instead. This can become a problem for someone who wants to follow the conversation at a glance. So try to think of each new conversation as a thread, and instead of going for the bottom chat window, select the reply button below the comment that you want to engage with. Moving on to my favorite common mistake to avoid, going all out on GIFs and memes. Sure, they are fun, and the right meme at the right time might win you that coveted promotion, but don't overdo it. Save the memes for strategic deployment and never engage in meme wars. It's just not worth it. Creating teams instead of channels is another common mistake that can be easily avoided, and I'll show you how. Under the Teams section, I already have 2 teams, General and Content, but I want to build another. So I go to the bottom left and click Join or Create a Team, and I choose to build it from scratch. I tell Teams that I want this team to be public, and then I give it a name. Once the team is created, I can start adding people to it. So let's search for Walter and add him to the team. Now you'll see the new team appear on the left-hand side, just beneath the content team. Only thing that's left now is for me to create a channel so that I can talk to Walter about how we can best take down the competition. The new channel will pop up on the left-hand side, just below the general channel, and we're good to go. I just hope Walter will bring his A game. Not putting yourself on mute during a meeting is not as bad as it sounds until your dog pops up behind you with something to say about your company's quarterly projection. Basic conference call etiquette dictates that you should keep your mic on mute and only activate it when you have something to say. Do you remember when we turned off the camera so that we may scratch our beards in peace? Well, there's another button that resides on the same contextual window that might be of interest to you, the microphone button. Simply click it to turn your mic on when you speak and turn it off when you have nothing to say. And since we have touched on etiquette, here's another simple mistake to avoid. You might not always be taking your calls in your office, so in order to avoid distracting backgrounds, you should activate blurred backgrounds. This feature does exactly what it says and separates you from the background while blurring it at the same time. This is great if you have personal or distracting items in the background. Bring up the contextual window by moving your mouse and then aim for the logo that looks like an ellipsis. That's the 3 dots. Now click it. A submenu will pop up. Here, choose Blur My Background to activate this feature. So that was it. You have now completed your basic common mistake avoidance training for Microsoft Teams. Stay tuned to windowsreport.com for the latest on Windows and follow our channel for more tips, tricks, and guides. See you next time.